Well, hello and welcome back to the channel, and if it's your first time, welcome to the channel. This is my first video since September. It's now towards the end of March, so I've been a bit lazy, or have I? I'll explain all in another video. I'm not going to explain it just now. I want to keep this a fairly short and sharp video for you, and I'm on the hunt for what I was called Scottish Daffodils. I did look online and I couldn't see anything specific for Scottish daffodils, but they are wild daffodils and they're quite unique. So we're going to go for a little walk and find those, and we'll do a little capture and let you see what they're like. So I'm being very careful where I put my feet here, and I found some daffodils. There's quite a few here. I'm not sure they're exactly what I'm looking for. I think they're okay, and I'll try and show you what I mean by them being a bit different. So I was hoping to show a nice clump together of short daffodils, and I see some over there which I might get something out of, but I'm going to look at this individual on his own to begin with. And they're not miniatures, they're just wild, and I kind of thought they were a bit shorter. It must be in the grasses around them when I saw them before, but they're not planted. These are all wild daffodils. So I've got down quite low beside this daffodil here, and even though I'm low, I'm still shooting down on it, which is a bit of a shame. But I can zoom in and out there. I can check my focus. Oh, let's see where we are. Zoom in on it. Oh, I did have glasses. I've taken my jacket off because I'm roasting. Absolutely roasting. Aha. So I put my glasses on, my bifocal glasses, and that'll let me see the screen a little bit better. So it's all fingerprints, which is not good. So if I zoom in on that, I thought I could zoom in on that one there. Let's just check the focus. And importantly, the exposure. I don't want highlights burning out. I can see the highlights burning out. So just adjust my f-stop. It's going to go quite dark there. And then I should have a timer on this as well, so that I don't shake the camera, but the speed is probably okay. Speed's 250. The ISO is quite high. ISO is very high. I'm going to take it up to 200 ISO. Take it down to a 60th. Take that, then zoom in on the image and go, that looks good. That's a nice little daffodil in amongst all the dark around it. Yeah, I'm going to adjust my position so that I'm looking more directly at it, and zoom in a little bit. So I've not got the whole plant there, which kind of defeats the purpose of the fact it's a small plant. Do that, zoom in on that. It's alright, not 100% in focus. Let's just check that my focus is on. It's autofocus continuous, autofocus single. Put it out completely, zoom in again. Do that. It's not the best composition. Let's have a little adjustment. It's that bit of a funny angle. Put it to about there. Okay. Make sure the focus is on the flower. it's struggling. Okay. Did I get it all in? Yeah. It's a bit soft. I'm going to hold the camera down. Do it again. So that's the first image of a single, what I think is a Scottish daffodil, and I'm going to give scale. That is how high it is. So a daffodil in somebody's garden is going to be up to here. Okay, these are really short. They're not miniatures, they would be down here. I thought they were a bit shorter, but it was probably just all the grass around it. But that is very small. Let's move on to the next one. So I've not moved very far, in fact. My bag has stayed exactly where it was. I found this lot is a fallen tree. So this is the root system. And they've grown out of the roots at the base of the tree, which is now fallen over. And I'm just going to tidy it a little bit. Not too much, because it is a very natural position. I just want to make it a little bit tidier. So I'm not keen on the leaf at the bottom here. Let's take that out. I don't think I can get rid of that. That's hawthorn. That's not going to go. That's a shame, that. That's a shame. Yeah, we'll leave the rest as it is, and we'll see what we can get with that. So I don't like the hawthorn stuff there at all. But hey ho. Right, I'm going to extend the legs a bit this time. It's very uneven and soft ground to work with. Yeah, you can see a problem there. It's not the best. I don't want to go that way. This way over here is probably better. Oh, we're getting some sunshine as well. But what's happening is these leaves are blocking one of those. I want to bring them around a bit. It's actually going to be probably right at the back. So I'll probably go for a single again. It's interesting. If you increase the speed slightly to 125, it's a bit close together. Want to get a little bit of separation here between what's in the background and the one that I'm going to be focusing on the most. But at f10, we're getting a lot more in focus than just the one daffodil. Make sure the focus is on the daff. Take the image. Always check the focus. Always check it. It's okay. See if you can get the ones in the back there. That's all right. And with a bit of jiggery pokery, I could probably do some interesting work with that. That one's going to take up a little bit and point down at them. There we go. Focus on the first one. Watch it, the back ones are very close to the top of the frame. Rise that a little bit. Focus on the first one. Take an image. Focus on the back one. There we go. I might be able to blend those two together. But that's not bad. And they're just catching the sun as well. I think I'll walk around and have a look and see if we can find something else in the sunshine and take a picture. So I found these ones on a log, a very mossy log, which is really nice. And the sun is still out just now, so I want to try and capture them. Looking good, and I've put my glasses in the bag and they're over there. So let's just make sure that is in focus. It's at the top of there. It's not the best. Not the best. What I want to do is go, what do you call it, vertical. That's a bit better, although I can't see a thing now. There we go. That's better. focus on the daffodil. If it will, come on, there. I keep trying to focus on the image that it's just been taken. That's not clever. So if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm actually focusing using back screen. You can tap the screen and the focus point will move to where you tap. And it's very handy. You can set it so touching the screen will actually take the photograph. That's very handy as well. But at the moment, I just want it to be focusing. So I'm just going to adjust the angle of this a little bit. I've got a big tree behind, which is not great. I wonder if I can move that, because that's not fit. So there was a log in the way behind, giving an angle through the image, which wasn't good. So let's get back and do that again. Focus on the daff. Now it's a bit bright. Take the speed down a fraction. Now take the ISO down a little bit instead. Yep, we get slightly better with the ISO. I'm keeping it at f10 just now. I'm going to narrow that down in a second, and I'll explain why. Okay, so f10 I'm getting a lot in focus, which is good in some ways, but let's try and take it down to, or open it up. If I open that up to 5.6, it lets a lot of light in. I can take my ISO right back down to 100. I can take my speed up quite high. Okay, speed's up to 2/50th. But what it means is my depth of field is far shallower. So what I'm going to do is focus again on the daffodil head, if I can see it. There. Breathe. Then touch again to get back to the screen. I'm just going to photograph the moss in the foreground, and the background should now be out of focus. What I am getting is big trees there though. So I'm just going to adjust my position to where you are. So I'm going to be here. I'm going to raise myself up a fraction. Now the picture I've got just now, I'll just take this and show you. The purists would hate it because I'm showing sky. So what I'm going to do is, to satisfy them, is I'm going to raise it a little bit. Woodland images shouldn't have sky in them. How terrible, terrible, terrible. So let's just drop it down so I can't see any sky. Alright, anything in the way here, that looks okay. So I lost battery with the 360. Typical. Hopefully you can see me fine. In fact, I should have got it to follow my face. That would have been better. I'm just swapping my glasses so I can see the screen again. Right, let's focus on the daffodil. Now focus on the area in front of the daffodil, the moss. Have a little look at the picture. Is that okay? Well, that's me. I've done some photographs of daffodils, Scottish daffodils I was told they're called. I can't guarantee that's correct, but they're definitely wild daffodils. That's enough for me just now. I've not been doing much photography over the winter. I've not been getting out at all, but I am now, and I should be taking my own advice that I always give at the end of my videos, and I'm going to give that now, which is get out, take pictures, and have fun. Bye for now.